Hey, what's up guys? My name is Tyler and today, usually there's a certain energy I want to bring to these videos. I mean, this video specifically is the reason I keep coming back to YouTube. I mean, it's been 6 months or something since you guys have last seen me on screen, and that was kind of planned because it was in that video I was like, hey, I'm not happy with how I look or feel or am represented on camera, even though that's like with all in my control. But I was like, let me take control and step back. And yeah, I've lost, maybe 20 something pounds. That's pretty cool, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I am here to talk about 2025's movies. I gotta sort through 69 movies, which I think is 5 more than last year. And it's that time. I got my fancy black shirt. I got alcohol at probably a questionable hour, but hey, I'm off today. And seriously, cut me some slack. It's been a while since I've been in front of a camera. You know what's not making me happy? And that only makes sense if it's Jamaican. It's starting off the year with a horror movie is something that I've been trying to do for several years, and I've maintained. However, I had to wait a good while. This was like late into January where I watched Wolfman, and technically, if I'm to cheat a little bit, the first movie I saw of the year wasn't a horror movie. For Ashley's birthday, which is earlier in January, we saw The Goonies. Obviously, that's not a new movie, but it's like, there wasn't a good selection out. So they re-released The Goonies, and it's like, yo, that is mine and hers probably favorite collective movie. And so it was perfect. But I'm not talking about old movies. I'm talking about movies released in 2025 that I watched. Oh, should I put that as an A? Wolfman, I remember. Okay, so here's the thing. Recency bias is going to make movies down this list a little bit easier because, as always, I sort these by when I've seen them, not even release date, because like Love Hurts I think came out February. I waited till November or December to watch that. It's just some movies just get pushed down the list. But no, so it's going to be a lot easier to rank these movies because I watched them within the last month versus Wolfman and a movie that didn't really stick out that much to me. I'm gonna say, I think it was a C+. I remember not liking it, but my foot just popped. I don't know, the same dude that did The Invisible Man, the 2020 fucking masterpiece, and it's hard to compare. Or no, it's not hard to compare. It's hard to live up to expectations when I am comparing them. Invisible Man was great. Wolfman, I don't know. It's a C+. I'm not going to have extensive reviews on all of these movies because, one, there's a lot of movies to get through, and two, some of them I just don't remember that well. And it could be the movie's fault. It could be my fault. Could be a little bit of both. We'll see. A movie that I do remember, and it is rare when I watch a movie, like for a second time when I rewatch, because there's just so many movies. Why, I don't want to say waste time, but why waste time watching something you've already seen? But sometimes you need to. Not in this case, we'll get to that. And sometimes you just really want to watch a movie for a second time because it was so good. So fucking good the first time. Dude, usually it takes me a long time to get up to find what's up here and a long time to find what's down here. And just because I'm talking about that, we'll just skip. Dude, Presence is fucking terrible. It is a garbage movie. Terrible. It's like, there's movies that should be on this list because I should have just seen them, but then like you hear things about them and it's just, I'm like, all right, I'm not as eager to see it. Like Good Boy is what I think of, like a kind of a quiet supernatural horror movie, but just kind of a low-key movie, and I didn't hear great things about it, so I'm like, I don't want to see it that much. And I wish that had been the case for Presents. I wish I heard about Presents, but I feel like me and maybe 3 other people in the world saw this movie because it's fucking trash. Anyways, Companion. Look, I'm just gonna give it an S+ for now. If something I feel down this list, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Companion is one of those movies. Go into knowing nothing. It is such a solid script, such good writing. Everything has purpose. Everything, there's a payoff and just twist after. It is good writing. With that being said, fuck the second trailer. I think there is the first trailer. I'm just like, what? This girl's lighting her hand on fire. What the hell? I'm intrigued. And then the second trailer is just like, fuck spoilers in your trailers. Market movies better. Back in Action. Were they married in that movie and they had kids or something? I don't remember that movie. I really don't. But it was one of those movies where it's like, hey, it's a Netflix movie and you got your mainstream, you got high profile celebrities, and Cameron Diaz's return to film, and that's what she got into. I like Jamie Foxx, he's great. But it just, other than just the cast, I'm like, it's pretty. It's what do I always find these Netflix schlock action movies. That's what it is. It's Netflix schlock action. That's hard to say. Flight Risk was actually pretty fun. That one, I say a B-. That one was pretty. Y'all need a pilot. I enjoyed that one. Hard Eyes. All right, so it's no secret. I love a good horror movie. Absolutely do. Wish I had a shirt to represent that, but 1, because of the self-image thing, I'm not buying clothes, and 2, I just don't have a horror movie. The ending was a little predictable. When you play up your ending like it was supposed to be, like a secretive, like a shocking reveal, and it wasn't, something kind of failed there. But it was, I love slashers is the word. I was thinking of serial killer movies. No, slashers. They're very easy for me to follow. It's, all right, cool. Bad guy. It might be a whodunit, it might not be, but he's gonna do bad things, and you're gonna expect good people to have bad things happen to them. But someone's gotta survive. Someone's gotta come out on top. Let's watch that unfold. That is easy for me to follow, as opposed to, oh wow, yeah, a Marvel movie. I mean, this one was a little bit more grounded, as opposed to all this multiverse bullshit. But I mean, when you bring back people from a movie from 2008 and he just shows up and he looks weird with his brain. Also, small possible spoilers for every single one of these movies. They've been out for like a year. Oh boy. Yeah, this movie that more people probably watch this than this. But you got this, I'm putting above this. I'll put Captain America Brave New World at actually a B-. Yeah. It's fine. What am I talking about? Let's just, Novocaine, he can't feel pain. That was good. I enjoyed that. That was an A-. There's not much else to say about it. Jack Quaid, he's high up on my list, man. You put Jack Quaid in a movie, I'm gonna love it. He's great. He really delivers. The monkey fucking sucked. Oh my God, it's funny. I went to see that movie with Ashley, as pretty much every movie I've seen in theaters this year is with Ashley. I don't go to the movies by myself anymore. You are with me at the movies. We enjoy movies together, and sometimes we have very differing views. I hated The Monkey. She liked it. I don't know if she loved it. I can't remember. I was so focused by my hatred, I didn't care what she thought. Great, you had a good time? I didn't. It was terrible. It's a D-. Presents, you know what? Here's the thing. Presents, I was waiting for something to happen. I'm just like, dude, what is in this movie? Why is it this bad? The Monkey, I was waiting for it to be over. I could not. It was like, oh, cool. We got a goofy ass kill, and now I just have to wait until the next thing. I know some people liked it. I was not one of those people. So I'm good with. What the Electric State? You know what? Sure, you were a C-. There's nothing that. Cool characters, but whatever. Anyways, A Working Man. If I had it my way, I would go to the movie theater right now and go see Jason Statham's new movie, The Shelter, or Shelter. I don't know if it's got the in front of it. Whatever. Dude, I love a Jason Statham movie. Absolutely love. And The Working Man, solid A. Okay, kind of pregnant. Dude, getting caught in that kind of scheme would kind of suck, but I don't really remember the movie. I just remember being like, whatever. Amy Schumer, wow, surprisingly not that terrible. Death of a Unicorn. Holy shit. Death of a Unicorn. Death of a Unicorn was fucking fun. Will Poulter, dude, just incredible lines, dude. His dialogue was so naturally funny. Oh my god, I loved it. And the unicorns, pretty badass looking creatures, dude. I really liked it. Jenna Ortega was great. Paul Rudd was great. It was really good. All right, so Thunderbolts. Here is one of the other Marvel movies that I keep getting on a tangent about. This is what happens when I'm not on camera for a very long time. No, it's not a D+. It's a B, okay? So earlier I alluded to me watching movies more than once. Twice is probably it. 3 times you got a banger on your hands. I feel like I would have liked a second time because Thunderbolts I'm watching, and small spoilers, it was more about Yelena Florence Pugh's her character, more about her like depression than anything. And the whole movie was kind of actually not really metaphorical, kind of literal in that sense. And that's what it was depicting, was just sadness. And I left that movie being like, okay, cool. I know I will like this movie more watching it a second time, having known what this movie is about. Because the trailers, it's like, oh, it's a very goofy, just a funny ensemble of characters. That tone is different than what is in the movie itself. So I kind of left it expecting one thing, getting another, and being like, all right, cool. Now that I have expectations set, I probably will be able to enjoy this more. So with that being said, I'm going to put it at an A-, even though I feel like at the time it was probably more a B for me. But I think, you know what? Let's just go right in the middle. I'm going to say it's a B+. I enjoyed it. I like grounded action movies like that. Those are my kind of Marvel movies. And I guess now that I'm talking about it, where's Fantastic Four? That one was, I could actually follow it. It is pretty grounded. It felt like a standalone movie, and that's what I like. I like the standalone movies that just so happen. It's just like, here, we're doing our own thing. We're doing our own thing. And eventually our own things become our own. Like, that's what I like. I don't need everything to, and then it just gets way too complicated, and I need, my brain needs to be firing on all cylinders to enjoy just what should be a goofy, fun superhero movie, but then it just becomes way too deep. This is the first time I've sat down to just actually try to compare these movies. Just, you guys should not be that close together. You are actually not that great. You're a C. I'm good with that, because there needs to be a significant gap between these. I enjoyed Fantastic Four. I think I had very different experiences watching this. This one was more somber. This one was more upbeat and just fun. Oh boy, I think I actually liked Fantastic Four, but wasn't an A-. That's where ranking gets tricky, okay? I'm glad I'm doing this with a clear mind. Fantastic Four for me will be an A-, and Thunderbolts will be a B+. I think the whole title thing is stupid, but whatever. Thunderbolts, the New Avengers with a Z? What the? The opening scene and the end credits are what I thought the movie was going to be. It's just, but it, and then they tied in directly to the, whatever. That's, focus. Dude, I normally don't watch Oscar-winning movies, okay? But you guys heard? Sinners broke a fucking record. This 16 Oscar nominations, that's the most that any one movie has gotten. I'm not probably gonna watch the Oscars, but I will find out, hey, how much did it sweep? Because, dude, Sinners was incredible. Sinners was real fucking good. Sinners was an A+. It's just, some of the sequences in that, the music was so fucking good. Should it be an S? If it were probably anybody else, it'd be an S. But for me, I'm not just gonna be like, oh, it needs to be an S ranking because I hear it's, like, obviously I've seen it, but I'm like, Just because I've seen it doesn't mean I agree with everyone. It was good. It is great. Why am I being so defensive? Fuck you, that's my list. It's amateur. You sucked. You were probably a D+. Yeah, John Bernthal in it, so that was cool. Anyways, Minecraft movie. Okay, as a person who actually doesn't like Minecraft, in fact, I go out of my way to not like it because that's one of those games where I'm like, I don't want to like it. I don't want to play Minecraft. So as like a movie though, I can get behind a movie of it, you know? I'm legit struggling, man. Because like I seen it the one time in April, and do I remember like really? I remember like the villagers, the guys with the rectangular nose, that really creeped me out with the dinner scene. He was really weird. Jack Black was fun. Jason Momoa, they're all fun. It was fun. It was fun. I'm gonna say it was a B. It was fun. And yes, it is just easy to see an empty space and be like, you know what, you perfectly fit right in there. It was fun. Maybe I would have enjoyed it more had I actually liked Minecraft. So you know what, there's that. But I enjoyed it for what it was. You know? Final Destination Bloodlines, that was really enjoyable. That was, oh my god, it's so nerve-wracking. That is an A. Final Destination Bloodlines was an A. I like the Final Destination movies. Well, I like their concept. Doesn't mean I like the execution, but Final Destination Bloodlines had a good execution. Sorry, there's a little bit of pencil lead on my thing, and I'm trying to get it off. Fountain of Youth. Ugh. This may as well have been the Netflix action shit, but I guess Apple TV gets the kind of goofier stuff. Was it the thing where like, oh, help me with this adventure so we'll go find something good, but I'm gonna betray you at the very end and take all the money and riches for myself? It was that kind of shit. It would be a C- for me. I feel like all it made me want to do was watch Jungle Cruise. And I did. Oh, and John Krasinski is married Emily Blunt. Hey. Karate Kid Legends was okay. I'm not a big Karate Kid person. It made me want to watch Cobra Kai. It had heart. This one, I don't know. It's maybe kind of pregnant to D+, whatever. It's just being put in that situation where you pretend to be pregnant. I think I watched Kind of Pregnant before The Amateur. If not, whatever. It's not. It doesn't matter. That's just a me thing. All right. Ballerina. I liked it. Is a B-. It felt like the scenes with John Wick, because yes, he is in that movie, felt more like cutscenes in like a video game where it's like, all right, he's just going to show up, help you with your mission, and leave. Like that was kind of, he just helped. He was more supplementary than anything. Lilo and Stitch was very enjoyable. Very, very enjoyable. It's one of those movies where like, you hate all these, why are they remaking everything? But then they do it, and they do it correctly. I'm like, thank you. That's good. You added a new experience to Lilo and Stitch. Him, oh, this is not him. Where's him? Oh, him's right there. Him, no, bring her back. God, bring him back, bring her back, bring this person back, which honestly in the trailer with the shaved head, I didn't know if it was a him or a her. I didn't know which character was supposed to be brought back until maybe halfway through the movie where I'm like, oh, that's what we're doing. I didn't like bring her back. I didn't. It was just, look, I love a good body horror. I love that shock factor. Like, Terrifier, sign me the fuck up. It's fun. This was not fun. This was just it. Bad things were happening to people, and I'm like, I don't like. It wasn't for me. Materialist also wasn't for me. I think I went to see that just because Ash, she really wanted to see it. Because it's me, I like Pedro and Chris, and it's just I don't like Dakota Johnson, not really. After watching her in Madame Web, you can go fuck yourself. You just bring literally any effort to your job. Normally I'm not that cynical, but yeah, that sucked. What was it? Was it a D+? I don't remember liking it. I say it was a D-. That wasn't that good of a movie. Megan 2.0 wasn't that good of a movie, but it wasn't that good of a movie compared to the first one. And the first one, I don't remember what I ranked the first one, but I want to say it was up here. This Megan 2.0 was more, it just didn't, it tried. It was a C+. Because it was good for being bad. It was bad at being good. There's something poetic in there, just C+. 28 years later, I have not seen the 28 days or months or weeks or whatever. 28 weeks, I think. I think it's days, then weeks, and they skip months, and then it's years. I watched the sequel a few days ago. a couple weeks ago, whatever. And that was pretty good, and it built directly off of this. This was actually, at the time, I really enjoyed it. I think it was a B-. It's not I'm not a big zombie kind of guy, but I really did enjoy that. Jurassic World Rebirth. It should have just been called Jurassic Rebirth, but you don't need to rebirth Jurassic anything because it just came out like last year or the year, but Dominion, just stop with these movies. Just let them rest for a bit. I would say it's a C+, but I can't really remember it, so I'll say it's a C. Like people like dinosaurs, but like at this point, I wish I would have seen Primitive War. I don't know what year that came out. It was like recently. Like Primitive War, the Vietnam dinosaur movie. That sounds cool. It just obviously doesn't have the big pull that a Jurassic Park anything or world. It's when you name your shit improperly, I can't fucking stand it. Jurassic Park made sense because it was a park. A failed park, but that's what they were trying to do. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Those are the first movies. Jurassic World was the actual name of the amusement park that the shit took place in. Jurassic World Rebirth, why have the world name? There's nothing world related. It's just Jurassic. And then, sure, you could Rebirth, the fucking generic ass sequel name. Here's a fun story about Ohio. AMC offers an unseen mystery movie, and I was like, for my birthday, because we saw this on my birthday, let's try that. I knew nothing about this movie. I'm getting ahead of myself because I actually did have an enjoyable experience with this, but it eventually got to a point where we pulled the reins back on doing the unseen screens, is what it's called. They also have a horror version, which is how we saw the home unseen scream. I'll get to that in a little bit. Oh Hi was a C. It was a C- because I enjoyed these more than Oh Hi. Actually, it was a D+. No, it is a D. No, it is a D+. Oh Hi was fine. And I'll come back to the unseen screen shit in a little bit because I brought it up and I intend to finish that thought. Superman was a B. I'll watch the DC movies with my friends. I'm not big into DC because, again, I can't grasp them that much. My name is Flash, and I move so fast that I control time. I hope that description pissed you guys off, because I doubt it's right. I enjoyed Superman, though. I did not enjoy Man of Steel when it came out. This was much more fun, and I enjoyed it. I'll leave it at that. Elio, kind of like Superman, just a little space dude, little guy having fun. Elio was adorable. I'm gonna say that was an A. I really enjoyed Elio. The home was really good. I'm gonna say that was a B. That was really, Pete Davidson fucking killed it. And Sketch, Ash wanted to leave, but while the credit or like the opening was happening, I looked it up and just saw a girl's sketches come to life, and I was like, sold. I like that concept. That was cool. And luckily I enjoyed the movie, and I think she enjoyed it too, but at first it was just like, I don't think we're gonna like this little random kids movie. And I did. Granted, that's me talking about Elio, but I just spit. Pixar, I will fuck. What am I talking about? Sketch? Where the fuck did I put Sketch? A-. No, you're a B-. Get out of here. No, you're a C+. No, you're a B. No. Ooh. I was into the premise more than I thought I'd be, so yeah, B-. Okay. Heads of State. This video is all over the place. I am sorry. I love a good bantering duo. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it for the people. Granted, that's what I said about Back in Action. Heads of State was actually like a good, it was good. It's a B, okay? It is a B. Mickey 17, we waited a long time to see it, and I'm kind of disappointed. I wish we would have seen it earlier because it was really good. Mickey 17, I think, for me, was an A-. I really liked it. I like Robert Pattinson. Sometimes for me, all it takes to want to see a movie is like, hey, you're in it. Absolutely. I will go see it just for you, okay? And then you got someone like Adam Sandler, who it's like, dude, he's a fucking legend. But Happy Gilmore 2 kind of sucked. But like, in kind of a way you'd expect. So it kind of did live up to expectations. It was It is a C plus. I don't know. It's like, hey, we can recycle the first movie and make a second movie. Like we can make a second movie because the first movie exists. That sounds really stupid. But just watch Happy Gilmore 2 and then go back and watch the first one and be like, oh, yeah, I see how they made this by relying. It's just easy money, but a good time, okay? It's a C plus. It's, look at all the different, there's so many worse movies. You're right in the middle. You're a little lower down in the middle. Whatever. F1. F1 was fine. I know there are some people that are like, what the fuck? Why is this on the Oscar shortlist for Best Picture? Isn't it Best Picture or something like that? Yeah, it's like, I didn't really care for it. That I feel like I liked Gran Turismo more than F1. And again, didn't play either of the games. Not familiar with either of them. It's cars, okay? But from adapting a video game to a movie, Gran Turismo did it better. But I like Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's got charisma, okay? But still doesn't mean I have to enjoy your movie. John Krasinski is fun and Chris Pratt is fun. Doesn't mean I'm gonna guarantee like your movie, okay? So yes, C, because I'm like, I want to see what happens. Oh, I want to see what happens. That's why I'm giving it a C. No, that was unintentional. But yeah, when I want to see what happens in your movie, that's because I am interested. So good job. For that reason, you'll get a C plus. Okay. Until Dawn. Again, didn't play the game. And I know a lot of people's complaint was, why it's nothing like the game. So why is it called Until Dawn? Well, I can pull myself out of that audience because I don't know anything. I never played the game. So at that point, I don't fucking care. I'm just going to judge the movie for the movie. With that being said, it was enjoyable. The kills were fun. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. I got a lot more movies to go through, and I'm not gonna waste it talking about Until Dawn. Sorry. The Naked Gun. I watched these, like, all the goofy movies, like the Three Naked Guns or Police Academy, just whatever it was. I watched movies in preparation for this because I was like, sometimes I just want to laugh. I just want a good, wholesome comedy. And not wholesome as like family friendly, but just like, this is comedy for comedy's sake. And it's like the scary movie movies. It's like, dude, you're just turn your brain off and laugh. All right, The Naked Gun. I mean, it was fine. It is fine. I don't know. I feel like sometimes when I watch a movie and I know its intent is to be funny, I'm a little bit more critical because sometimes, like, jokes are subjective, right? But like when I'm watching the movie and I'm like, oh, it would have been funnier if. But that's just a me thing, you know? I'm not saying that my humor is better than the fucking movie's humor, what they put in there. I'm only building off of jokes that they made, okay? So it's not fair for me to be like, I could have done that, but not saying that at all. But sometimes I'm just like, oh, you did this, which made me wish that you did that. That would have been funny. That's really no fault of the movie. That's just me. But I was doing that a bit where I'm just like, I see what you guys did, but maybe you could have done something a bit different. It is a B. I think it did make me laugh, so we'll say it's a B plus. Yeah, that's fine. Eeny meeny, okay. I want to watch it because of her. Samara fucking Weaving, ever since Ready or Not in 2019, has cemented herself as just, she's in that movie, thank you, I will be there. Absolutely, just, I want to watch anything. She is so captivating to me. I fucking love watching her. The movie, though, I don't remember really being blown away by. It's kind of like a Baby Driver situation without the good music. I'll say it was a C. It was fine. Weapons, a lot of people liked Weapons, but remember last year when like Longlegs blew the fuck up and I was like, I'm mad that I don't get it. And not that I didn't understand it, I just wasn't behind, like, oh, everyone loved Weapons. Or Longlegs. I just wasn't one of those people. Same thing with Weapons. But I enjoyed Weapons more than Longlegs. I just, at the time, leaving that theater, I was like, is there something wrong with me to where I didn't enjoy that as much as I'm hearing everybody else did? It's a B+ for me. At first I didn't, it was way lower down here because I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? All of this and it's just a witch? Like there wasn't anything, it's just a witch. But then you get all the different characters, the actors who play them, all of their intertwining stories. At first, I was like, I wasn't a big fan of that because it would show, all right, title card, this character's name. We're gonna watch their perspective of the events that happen. And you're gonna get up to here and be like, oh fucking shit's about to go. Different character. We're going to show you all the perspective. And it just kept doing that for like 6 different characters. And at the end, it was like, thank you, finally. But it stopped the flow of the movie for me. But in retrospect, looking back at it, I'm like, it was very clever. I enjoyed it. I was a little impatient while watching. And then when the payoff was just, oh, it's just a creepy old lady who's into witchcraft. And I'm like, fuck yourself, whatever. But the end was great because that witch lady got her comeuppance. I don't use that word often, but when I do, I drink Jamaican. Fuck off, Tyler, you're stupid. Drop was fun. Drop I wanted to watch when it came out, but it's just other things kind of took priority over it. But I was like, oh, it's finally streaming. I'm going to watch it. And Drop was really good. I really liked Drop. It was such a simple, all right, we're in a restaurant. That was pretty much its one location besides like her house where it kind of started and ends. But it was like, someone's doing something fucked up to me. I got to figure out who and how to solve this. It's like Red Eye. I love that movie. It's like, hey, we're sitting here together. Fucked up shit's happened. How are we gonna get out of this? Or it's just the main character, the woman, okay? It was great. Everyone's a suspect. Yeah, it was very fun. And it took like the technology of your phone, and I'm just like, all right. It took such a simple idea and said, okay, cool. Let's build a horror movie around this. That's how you fucking do it. Thank you. Those are my favorite kind of horror movies. Because it was just fun and simple. Ash really likes Nobody, and so I made sure I watched it before we went to see Nobody 2. And Nobody 2, dude, fun action movie. I'm gonna say it was, for me, an A-. Or B, no, A-. It was really good action, okay? Holy shit. Ooh, it's, that S is gonna, these 3 tiers. I wanna say The Long Walk. Ooh, yeah, I'm feeling the alcohol a little bit, which is good because it's whatever. I'm stupid. The Long Walk's an A+. Good job. Just great movie. Made me cry. So you did something good there. Him, you were terrible. This movie was trash. I'm half tempted to move the monkey up so him could be by itself. But no, these movies were not. Was him that bad? Yeah, no, it was. I don't know if I was too stupid to understand it or the movie was too stupid to understand, but I didn't like it. The Conjurings are fine. It is a C-. The Conjurings are just cookie cutter fucking, I can't. It's just whatever. The first one was great, and then that's how they do. For me, that's, maybe The Conjuring Last Rites was higher than, or at least on the same tier as The Devil Made Me Do It, number 3. Okay, if I'm looking real quick down the list, yes, the last AMC unseen scream or screen that we did was for Bone Lake. Don't know if I would have seen this movie otherwise, so that was kind of the good thing about watching it, seeing it the way I did. And it is pretty good, pretty fucked up and good. It's kind of mindfucky. Not like as in hard to understand, but like manipulative protagonists, right? I'd say it was probably a B-. I don't want to say a C+ because it was good. I say it's a B-. Locked, incredible. I don't know how something as simple as being locked inside your car worked. Maybe you had to have Bill Skarsgård as the dude, maybe, but It is a solid, like, that movie's a fucking A-. Let's not get too crazy. It is pretty simple. It is, but A- is fucking, I think it's streaming. Just go watch that movie. I feel like it was in theaters for 1 or 2 weeks. I was mad. That movie made me mad. Not that movie, but I wanted to see that in theaters. Something came out and I was like, cool, let me watch this. And then the next week came around, I'm like, cool, let me go see Locked. Gone. Pulled from theaters. I was so pissed. The Black Phone 2. Oh, there we go. I think that might be, we'll see. That's how you do a sequel. Black Phone 2 is how you make a fucking sequel. So I'm gonna leave that right there for now. That's how you do a sequel. Borderline, another thing where I'm just like, hey, babe, Ash, come on. Samara Weaving, she's got another movie. We need to watch it. I was wanting to watch that for a very fucking long time, and I can never get her to want to watch it. Now she's on the Samara Weaving train. Like, fucking, we are all on board. Great fucking, I'm not saying great movies, but Borderline, she loved it way more than I did. And I think her enjoyment of it made me appreciate it even more. So for me, it's a B. She probably would have put it like up here, right? It is great. Roofman, this was one where she hated and I liked. This was her, the monkey, for me. Is I liked Roofman. I didn't say I loved it, but I liked it. It is a C+. She fucking, if she would have put it as an F, no doubt. All right, Match was one that I watched because I had some free time and Dead Meat was like, hey, our podcast this week, we are watching a Tubi original Match. I was like, oh, Tubi original, you say? Doesn't cost me any money and I don't gotta leave my couch? Sure. It's fucking gross. This is gross. I don't even want to say enjoyable because if you guys have seen Match and you're thinking of the one scene and to say I enjoyed it is fucked up. No, I didn't enjoy it, but like, you got a reaction from me, so good fucking job. No, it still had plot points and character decisions that I'm like, you guys are what? No, stupid. But no. Dude, but no, I didn't hate it. I say is it really on par? It's a C-. No, it's a D+. Okay, we'll do that. Toxic Avenger. That was probably one of the few movies that I just watched by myself this year. Well, I did watch Match by myself too. I don't think I could sit and not feel guilty watching Match with anybody else. Just like, don't fucking judge me for putting this on. It makes me feel like guilty. Like I'm a creep because Match is disgusting. But Toxic Avenger, also not disgusting. Just fucked up in a very fun way. It's Peter Dinklage. He's always great. Okay, I'm gonna say for me it was a B-. Not much. I watched that late at night and started to fall asleep. I don't know if that was any fault to the movie or just that I said, hey, it's 12:25 in the morning, I should go watch a movie right now. No, I was just like, I want to watch this movie so bad that even though I'm super fucking tired, I want to watch this right now. Ash went to the store, came home, and she's like, I bought you a steelbook. And I said, what? You got me Toxic Avenger? Fuck yeah. Had that shit. It's on my shelf right back there. What did I just drag up here? Oh, The Running Man. You disappointed me. You're a fucking D. The trailer got me hyped for it. Oh, but I need another one. The trailer got me hyped for it, but it was just kind of... Ew. Zootopia 2. Dude, I think the only thing more enjoyable than watching Zootopia 2 is watching Zootopia 2 fucking climb and dominate the box office. Like, this thing might almost get to 2 billion. I mean, I read that this morning. Like, this movie has got some legs. It was fine for me. I enjoyed it. It was an A. Yeah, it's solid. Dangerous Animals was another movie that I don't even know if it ever went to theaters, but when it was on my radar, I'm like, I'm gonna watch that at one point. And I eventually found some downtime one night, and I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It's a B plus. That was a really good little fun serial killer shark movie. It was more the serial killer than the shark. But yeah, I really liked it. Wake Up Dead Man. I like me a good murder mystery. I like when everything comes together. What I don't like that much, the first movie did it very well. The Knives Out movie, and then you got The Glass Onion, and then you got Wake Up Dead Man. Knives Out, the first one, it did it very well when it's like, hey, you, the audience, are gonna kind of know what's up. The characters don't yet, and you're gonna go on their journey and see how all of this makes sense. Wake Up Dead Man kind of revealed everything right at the beginning, and then I just kind of had to go along with the story to see how I already knew it paid off at the end. I'm like, why would you reveal it right there at the beginning? And I just got to sit through this movie already knowing. It didn't work for me that much. And the cast was fine. This is one of those things where I'm like, oh, fuck. It's a great cast behind this. And it still fell flat. This is C plus for me. Now You See Me, Now You Don't also fell flat. It's just not even fun magic anymore. It's just over exaggerated and performed and cringy at points. And then because it's a magic thing, it's like the ta-da of it, or just the shock factor, the plot twist in regular movie speak. I'm like, nah, I'm not buying it. Yeah, fuck yourself. That's my phrase of the day. Go fuck yourself. Good. You're doing good, Tyler. You're doing so good. Silent Night, Deadly Night, though, that was actually, that's a good plot twist. That's how you make shit come together. I'm gonna say, for me, that's an A+. Great that's a fun movie. Avatar, Fire and Ash. Dude, I'm just gonna keep scrolling. Avatar, Fire and Ash, I think, was an S for me. That was such a good fucking movie. There's not much else to say about it. Frankenstein was a D. I just didn't like it. I told that to my friends, and he looked at me. He was so offended. I'm like, no, dude, I just didn't. I was waiting for this movie to be over, and guess what? It ended right how it started. I can't. Sometimes the way a movie decides to structure itself, like the timeline, when they're just like, all right, cool. Here's the beginning and the ending, and now here's the rest of our movie. And then here's the ending. I can't. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It didn't. Not Frankenstein. You know what movie started very well and gave away its ending? Companion. It does it in the first fucking sentence of the movie. Maybe there's two sentences. It's a little monologue. And you're just like, how the fuck do we get from here to there? That's what I like. This, I didn't give a fuck how it went from here to there. It's just, I didn't care. How to Train Your Dragon. I was just mad the whole time because I'm like, why are we remaking? I already know everything about this movie because it existed in the animated one, and the animated one is fucking perfect. So I didn't know why we needed a live action version of it, but it still was enjoyable. So I'll say it's a B-. You lose points for not really needing to exist. I'm sorry. Honey, Don't. Yeah, I don't watch that movie. I mean, if you like lesbian sex shit, sure. That's probably all it had going for it. Like, that's all it was marketed, was like, you want these two attractive women, fucking, what's her name? Margaret Qualley, I wanted to say Megan, and Aubrey Plaza, then sure. Other than that, it's just corny. Just stupid one-liners after another, and just Charlie Day, it's just Chris Evans. That's one of those movies where it's like, hey, cool cast, but not a lot else. So, yeah, not good. Love Hurts was actually pretty fun. We've seen this kind of thing where it's like, I left my past life and you just woke up and triggered my old self, and my old self was a fucking assassin badass. But Ki Hai Kwan, is that how you say his name? He's so lovable. I mean, that's why Zootopia 2 is just great. He's really fun. He's fun to watch. So you were a B for me. Anaconda is a C-. There's one scene where I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you dropped my jaw, good job. But no, it should not have been called Anaconda, because it wasn't a remake of Anaconda at all. It just talked about Anaconda and had an anaconda in it, barely. So no, I loved you guys. You guys are fun. You were great. I don't want to be that critical of that movie. So you're just C-, just middle. Housemaid. So December is always a very stressful month for me when it comes to this list, because I'm like, oh my God, there are so many movies that I haven't seen that I need to see. And then I sit down and I have this large list of movies in front of me. And then I'm like, all right, well, should I make that the priority? But then if I watch that, I have to watch that. And then I have to watch that, I have to watch that. And it just becomes so much. Housemaid made that list. It was like early January. I'm like, this thing is still in theaters. I do still want to see this. If I'm going to wait until February to make this list, I'm going to count it. Yeah. It's really good. It was good. It was really good. The Gorge was just something I'm scrolling through one day and I'm like, oh shit. Concept, actors, sign me up. And you know what? I actually did pretty damn good. I was impressed by The Gorge. I would say, I would give it a B+, but the writing seemed very choppy, and I'm like, I guarantee this is a novel or would exist better as a novel, you know? But I'll say really good. B. It was a B. The Woman in Cabin 10 was not good, but once again, I like me a good murder mystery, and Keira Knightley, hell yeah. Dude, I'm a fucking Pirates of the Caribbean stan till the day I die. It's just, then it's not her character in it, but I'm like, oh, Keira Knightley's on a boat. Nah. And then Snow White. I was like, hey Ash, I got kind of one movie on this list that I don't want to see, but I feel like I need to experience. Will you get drunk with me tonight and watch Snow White? And we did. And it was, I don't want to say it was fun, but that's how if I were to enjoy that movie, not being sober is how I would need to enjoy it. And I did, and I tried so hard to stay awake through it, and it was just a D+. Because that's what we watched on Disney Plus, baby. Have I been recording for over an hour? God, Tyler, you are stupid. You gotta edit this shit. I've been going through so many fucking feelings in between, cuts of this video. I'm sitting here at one point being like, I don't want to do YouTube anymore. I can't. This is too much work. I put too much. No, it's too much. I hate everything. And that's just something I'm trying to work on. So, yeah. Here's to another year of movies. And I will do the very childish thing and finally acknowledge the fact that 69. Oh, dude, no. And remember, don't. Well, you can remember. See, just end the fucking video. End it. End it! I like to have like a shirt that represents a movie that's come out this year, but I've pretty much burned through all my shirts. You've seen me wear all of them, and the only shirt that like I haven't worn, I have a Superman shirt, but it don't fit me right. I don't like the way I look at it, so that's just something I'm trying to work with. Where did this come from?